What's going on with everybody? It's your boy Coach Singh. Now we're back for another episode. Today we're going to talk about how Dezshaun Stribling, the first pick for the 49ers in the second round, how he's going to fit into this offense going forward, and what are the things that he'll provide specifically to this offense that I think Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers really value and complementary to guys like Mike Evans, George Kittle. So as you see, he's at the bottom of your screen right here, catching that, going and making a play up the field. And what I want you to notice is 3 bodies had to take him down. That's going to be a theme that we're going to see a lot in his highlights, is him catching the ball and then just being an absolute menace. Right here, off coverage, catches the hitch. Now I want you to see again, stiff arm, makes it hard to bring down. A second defender has to come. He struggles to bring him down. The other guy has to come back and bring him down as well too. So he's just absolutely bruising. Nothing is easy. Nothing is not physical. Nothing is not fast with him. And I know they love that because that is literally the perfect type of receiver in a West Coast offense. Now add the fact that he's obviously really fast, like we said, but he's like 6'3" or whatever. So he has a really big frame as well too. Something that's bigger than Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, the receivers in the past that the 49ers have had before. Even off coverage at the top, he did it against off coverage on the hitch. You see how he fakes the inside move, gets up the field, and the ball is underthrown. Had this ball not been underthrown, he probably gets even more yardage, even a touchdown possibly. But the amount of separation he creates is what we want to see right there. Able to sell that move. And the reason why that cornerback is really biting on that too is because you've seen how he was able to catch a ball and make it so hard to tackle. That becomes a concern in your mind as a defender. Look at him catching it and still being hard to go down again. That's something that you would love to see. Now we're going to see him work against man press right here. You're going to see him work that jab step, get to the inside. It's a pick play, but you just love to be able to see him work against off coverage and against press coverage as well too. You see him in the slot this time, and I want you to imagine that's Mike Evans on the outside clearing up the field while he runs this corner route. And now look at the run after the catch. 3 guys chasing him. He's just so fast up the field and does not go down easy. I mean, look at this right here. I want you to imagine this with Ricky Pearsall, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Evans, just a physical runner that's a very tall receiver. I'm really excited to see what he can contribute. I just want you guys to see the speed. Top of your screen, you give him off coverage, he's going to catch that ball, and it is not easy to bring him down at all. And look at the speed right there. He's got these DBs in a full-on sprint to chase him and just dust everybody to the crib. And this is against a Georgia defense. I want you guys to keep that in mind. A Georgia defense. Look at the separation in the, oh my goodness, that is just absolutely crazy. Left them in the dirt, turning up the field, leaving the safety behind as well too. Absolute elite speed right there on full display. Working this bub action right here into the screen. So run after the catch ability on full display. It took 4 guys basically to end up bringing him down right there. And this is where you're going to really see Kyle Shanahan, I think, really use him, is in this game right here. You imagine George Kittle, Trent Williams going out there to block after you've been trying to stop Christian McCaffrey and Mike Evans. These kind of routes will be the routes that will be open. These post in-breaking routes right here will be the kind of routes that he'll be running in the San Francisco 49ers offense. So they love to be able to see him make the catch and then still be physical after the catch. Now this is where I think he's really on full display right here. We kind of get to see a bit of everything right here. Him being able to run routes up the field, feeling the zones as well too, knowing where to get open, how to get behind these linebackers. Now this play right here kind of shows all of his talents in one play almost. I want you to see how he's able to feel the zones up the field right here, and he can feel where the linebackers are at, where the window is going to be for his quarterback to make the throw. So he has a good feel for the zone defenses and how to get open. But then you also see right here, making a catch between everybody, catching it, but then going up the field, taking off. I mean, look at the separation right there. This is just elite speed right here. I mean, everyone is in a full sprint to chase him down, and we've seen that against Georgia, Florida, top schools in the nation. Now this is an intriguing route to run right there, this deep stop, this deep, curl route up the field, because you've had him go up the field on streaks, you've had him catch hitch balls, you've had him catch all these different kinds of routes. Now he's able to threat that so much that he can create so much space coming back downhill when these defenders commit back up the field. And that is an exciting prospect to see that, hey, if this guy continues to develop in a Niner offense, learns how to run better routes, this guy could be really something special. Great catch over the middle as well too. And one thing they're not going to show in this highlight reel is his run blocking. So you add a run blocking element to it as well too. That is very exciting, because that's definitely a main requirement for any type of 49ers receiver. High point catch right there. We got to look at that one again. That was nice. One-on-one in press, taking him up the field, works it. Quarterback gives him a back shoulder pass, lets him make a play, and he absolutely makes a play. That is an exciting prospect right there. Imagine you have to worry about Mike Evans, George Kittle, and then you got this young receiver making back shoulder catches on the other side of the field. Good luck trying to stop that. More press man again, one-on-one, no help. Gets up the field, back shoulder it, go ahead and just make a play, big time receiver, big fella. That is what I'm talking about. One-on-one, being able to win, that is what you want to see, because you're going to have to do that in the NFL. But even then, he's going to have Mike Evans, Pearsall, McCaffrey, George Kittle. This guy is going to be able to get open a lot whenever he's on the field. All in all, 49 fans should definitely be excited. I know it's where the player is drafted is the big beef, but the player himself is definitely exciting. Look at that right there. What a catch up the field. Able to go do it against one-on-one. I mean, that is just absolutely exciting. So 49 fans, be mad at where he got drafted, but do not be mad at the player. That would be my advice to everybody. Let's see how this turns out, because once upon a time, we also were like, who was Brandon Ayuk? And now we know how Brandon Ayuk will. Brandon Ayuk took a different turn, but you know what I mean. When he was on the field, what he was able to develop and turn into. Now, a lot of 49 receivers will not. We got Danny Gray, Dante Pettis, etc. But I just have to hope that this guy's talent will translate into this West Coast offense, and I think it very much will.